Hey everyone, Canadians Gamers Lodge here. I've recorded a learning game of Tiny Epic Quest where I went through and played as two players just so that I'd be able to learn the rules, how the game would flow, see everything that was going on so that I'd be better able to teach some other people how to play. As you can see, I'm just getting set up here in the video. I've got the yellow and green starting off in their castles. There's an edge, which is considered the coastline to the board. And then each turn, players are going to choose between the movement cards for how they're going to move their meeples. Both players are going to get to perform this action. So, if they choose to travel by horse, you can move a hero horizontally to any different map card along the road. If you choose to move raft, you can move vertically on the map. If you choose to move by griffin, you can move diagonally one space on the map. If you choose to move by ship, you can move from any coastline spot, which is the edges, to any other coastline spot. And then the last movement option is by foot, which you can move in any of the 8 surrounding squares from where your meeple starts off at. Each player gets to choose. So if yellow went first here and they chose, which one is that? They chose to move by ship initially, and so that meant that green also got to move by ship. And then the next turn, green gets to make a movement space, or choose a movement type, make that move, and then yellow would get to move as well. That way no player has a distinct advantage. Now, the end of the round occurs when 4 of the 5 movement spaces have been used, and then you go into the cleanup phase. So you can move around to places where you can learn spells, you can fight goblins, you can progress through temples. So as you're moving your meeples around, there's also some other like mushroom spots that have like a power that when you move on to, you can like choose to move a meeple 3 spaces or stuff like that. And then once you've finished off and you've got everybody's moved 4 spaces, then you take your turns. You can complete any quests that you do. Take your turns and you roll the dice. Depending on what you roll for dice, you can end up taking damage, gaining magic, getting torches and scrolls, which will help progress you through the temples, and and attacking for goblins. There's a green fist on the dice icon for attacking. Now, each player resolves their own dice roll first. So if you roll the dice and you get, you take damage, you can gain power, you conjure magic, and then, so that's done by you. If there's more than damage than you can take, like for every first point of damage you receive, then the next player gets a point of damage. So the longer you guys stay in the adventure at night, the more damage everybody's going to end up taking. After you've taken the damage, you've gained your power, and you've conjured any magic, then you have the opportunity to use your torches and scrolls and attack goblins. But every player gets to do that simultaneously. So if you roll a torch or a scroll or 2 torches, any player who's in a temple that needs torches to advance may advance their meeples. So you could end up advancing your opponent's meeples faster than yours, depending on what you roll. Now, depending on your quest track, exploring the temples will unlock, special equipment at the bottom of your character panel. You can unlock your sword, your shield, or your wand. The other items that you can equip your meeple with come from completing quests. So in this first night round, there was a quest for the boomerang, and you had to complete the ice temple. Well, one of the colors also has completing the ice temple as the first step in unlocking their sword, I believe it was. So it was a higher priority for that color to make sure they got into the ice temple, complete that quest, and get their sword moved up and unlocked. So not only would they get the boomerang, they'd get the first step of obtaining their sword done. all in all, it's a very interesting game. It looks like it'd be even more interesting with more players. A little bit complex for trying to solo play 4 players though. It was there was a couple of times when I was rolling the dice and I'd be like, whose color was this again? Just to remember who started and who's taking the damage. Definitely an interesting mechanic, the way the dice work and that everybody gets the benefits from them. But yeah, no, it's a fun, interesting game. Definitely glad that I've added it to my collection and look forward to getting a few more plays. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day and enjoyed this video. Thanks. Bye.